Wait for a minute. All right. All praise to Yahweh by Hashem Abishai. Double honor to the apostles and the brother, speaking truth around the world. Shalom. That's about it. The day is coming. As you see, there's things going on around the world and in America too. He's going to see how the troops, and they're going to lead to more chaos and things going to come. It's, you can see it's coming, man. It's here. You can see Jacob's trouble is here. The day is coming. Jacob's trouble. Go ahead and show the video. We're going to let it go out that way. Do I share it?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Great honor to be with you today. And being here is a really important moment as far as I'm concerned. My first duty as president is to protect the American people. And today I'm taking action to fulfill that sacred obligation. In recent weeks, there's been a radical movement to defund, dismantle, and dissolve our police departments. Extreme politicians have joined this anti-police crusade and relentlessly vilified our law enforcement heroes. To look at it from any standpoint, the effort to shut down policing in their own communities has led to a shocking explosion of shootings, killings, murders, and heinous crimes of violence. This bloodshed must end. This bloodshed will end. Today I'm announcing a surge of federal law enforcement into American communities plagued by violent crime. We'll work.
Hi, I'm Rex Moore with the Motley Fool in front of BMW's self-driving exhibit at CES in Las Vegas.
We'll work every single day to restore public safety, protect our nation's children, and bring violent perpetrators to justice. We've been doing it, and you've been seeing what's happening all around the country. We've just started this process, and frankly, we have no choice but to get involved. With us today is Attorney General Bill Barr. Thank you, Bill, very much. Acting DHS Secretary Chad Wolf. Chad, thank you. And FBI Director Christopher Wray. Thank you, Chris, very much. We're also pleased to be joined by Americans who have tragically lost their loved ones to recent violence. To each of you, please know that America grieves with you, that we pledge to honor the memory of your cherished loved ones by fighting to bring safety in every single community. We will bring that safety, you will see. For decades, politicians running many of our nation's major cities have put the interests of criminals above the rights of law-abiding citizens. These same politicians have now embraced the far-left movement to break up our police departments, causing violent crime in their cities to spiral, and I mean spiral seriously, out of control. In New York City, over 300 people were shot in the last month alone, a 277 at least % increase over the same period of a year. Murders this year have spiked 27% in Philadelphia, 94% in Minneapolis, compared to the same period in 2019. Perhaps no citizens have suffered more from the menace of violent crime than the city I know very well. At least 414 people have been murdered in the city this year, a roughly 50% increase over last year. More than 1,900 people have been shot. These are numbers that aren't even to be believed. Yesterday alone, 23 people were shot in Chicago, including at least 15 who were shot in a merciless onslaught of gunfire outside of a funeral home. 63 people were shot in the city this past weekend, and at least 12 people were killed. Over the 4th of July weekend, nearly 80 people were shot and 17 were killed. Over Father's Day weekend, 100.
My name is Scott Harrison.
Just listen.
This is my wife, my son, and my one on the way.
104 people were shot and 15 were killed, including 5 young children. And the last weekend in May saw the city's deadliest day on record, 18 murders in 24 hours. Behind each of these horrifying statistics is a victim, a family, a loved one, and a life of cruelly shattered. And it's just so sad to see and so sad to look and so sad to see how these lives have been just torn apart. An African-American father of 3 was killed while walking into a store to pay his cell phone bill. A 13-year-old girl was killed when a stray bullet came through the window of her home and hit her in the neck in the presence of her family. On Independence Day, 14-year-old Vernado Jones Jr. was playing basketball with friends in a Chicago park when he was senselessly killed in a massacre that left 8 people dead or wounded. Vernado's mother, Cheryl, is here with us today. And Cheryl, please know that all Americans mourn by your side. We will carry your son's memory. He will not be forgotten. Cheryl? Cheryl? Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, Cheryl. Thank you very much. It's a great honor to meet you before. Thank you. This rampage of violence shocks the conscience of our nation, and we will not stand by and watch it happen. Can't do that. The citizens of Chicago are citizens of America, and they have the same right as every other American to live in safety, dignity, and peace. No mother should ever have to cradle her dead child in her arms simply because politicians refuse to do what is necessary to secure their neighborhood and to secure their city. Every American, no matter their income, their race, or their zip code, should be able to walk their city streets free from violence and free from fear. For this reason, today, I am announcing that the Department of Justice will immediately surge federal law enforcement to the city of Chicago. The FBI, ATF, DEA, U.S. Marshal Service, and Homeland Security will together be sending hundreds of skilled law enforcement officers to Chicago to help drive down violent crime.
Hey, I don't know if you heard, but we just had a big development in the unfolding Spygate investigations. It's just been revealed that the Justice Department's investigation of the FBI's actions against the
And murderers and violent criminals are breaking a wide range of federal laws. We have that. It's as wide as it can be. We will find them, arrest them, and prosecute them. They will be in jail for many years to come. And we will work with local police to identify violations of state and local laws to help ensure that offenders are caught and jailed for their crimes. But we must remember that the job of policing a neighborhood falls on the shoulders of local elected leadership. Never forget that. When they abdicate their duty, the results are catastrophic. Americans must hold their city leaders accountable. They must insist that community officials fully support, fully back, and fully fund their local police departments. There is simply no substitute for a police department that has the strong backing of city leaders. In the meantime, we will use federal law enforcement to vigorously charge federal crimes and support these besieged communities to the greatest extent possible. This will be hard, painstaking work. It will take time.
All right, let's move on. Here we go to Daniel chapter 12 and 1. Yeah, Daniel 12 and 1. At the time shall Michael stand up, a great prince would stand before the children of thy people, and there should be a time of trouble, sure as was never seen there were a nation even to the same time, and at the time their people should be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. So you can see these devils, you know what I'm saying? You can't trust them. Now you're concerned about this now. All neighborhood and all this killing was going on since you started on it, put the guns out there in the streets. Now you're concerned about this. So now you're concerned about it. It ain't nothing but a setup, man. Something is under behind door they plan to do. And they've been doing this for a long time. I can't wait in the 70s to start killing all each other and all this violence going on in Chicago and all over America. Now you're concerned. We're just getting Daniel 12 and 1. And all it. At the time shall Michael stand up, or great prince would stand before the children of the people, and there should be a time of trouble, sure as never seen there was a nation even to that same time, and at the time they people should be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. Right, this man, it's gonna be. We just show you. You can just see the things that's gonna happen. I'm not that concerned. We hold back to that. Let me I was acting crazy. Okay, we'll go back. We'll go to Psalms chapter 64. One, I think it's 2. Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the inspiration of the work of iniquity. Right? Hide me from this wicked man. Which is again, Psalm chapter 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the inspiration of works of iniquity, who with their tongue like a sword, made a bow and shoot their arrow, even the bitter words. And they make shoot in secret at the perfect, and suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Right, man. And they encourage themselves in evil matter. They come and lay snares privily. They say, who shall see them? So it's like doing, man. They set things up. Tell me all of a sudden you get it with an open mind. All of a sudden you really care about the people and trying to make everything. You could have been stopped this. You could have took all the guns because the power's in your hand to do all this. You controlled all this. But you know they gonna do wicked gonna be. Hold on, let me fix this. Quick. I don't know why I do that. So let me move on. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret. Number verse 3. When they wet their tongue like a sword, and bend a bow, and shoot their arrow, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, and suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. Verse 5, and they curse themselves in evil matter, that they commit and lay snares and privily, they say, who shall see them? That's the cause of white man. The wicked. You can't believe none they saying, man. Can't trust them, man. They set snares. Ready to plot. Okay, move on. Get this one. Micah, oops. Erase that. Micah 2 and 10. Was it 2 and 1? You know. Two and one. Woe to them that divide iniquity and work evil upon their bed. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Right, man, they got control of all this thing, man. They could have stopped them guns in the streets. They could have been stopped this 30 years ago. You know, long time when they could have been took all the drugs out of there. Now all of a sudden you're concerned about these things. Now that's kind of weird. But, read it again. Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that divide iniquity, work evil upon their bed. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Like it is in the power of their hand. Let me get a couple scriptures. Okay. Let me get. So we need to fear. Let me get that. So, yeah, that's what 111 at verse 10. Wait, put me here. Psalm chapter 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and good understanding, and how they do his commandment, his praise endure forever. Man, right. Fear of the Lord is the first thing. Read it again. Psalm 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and good understanding, and have all that do his commandment, his praise endure forever. One, two, yeah, do this one, then we're going to play the rest of it. Luke 21. Luke 21, verse 30. No, that's not what it was. Yeah, it's verse 34. And take heed to yourself, let any time your heart be recharged with surfing and drunken and care of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares like for a snare should come on all that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch therefore and pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape all those things shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Right, man, we need to watch always, be aware of what's going on, watch it, because the devil is speaking who he can devour. That scripture, I forget. I'm going to read 36 again, 35. Let me read all over again, 34. And take heed of yourself, let any time your heart be overcharged with surfing and drunkenness and care of this life, and so the day come upon you unaware. For as a snare should come, all that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Verse 36. Watch therefore and pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape. All those things shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Okay, first, what, 5 and 2. I think I messed it up. So I had it right. But 5 and 2. Yeah, First Thessalonians 5 and 2. For yourself, know perfect that the day of the Lord so come as a thief in the night. For when he shall say peace and safety, shall suddenly destruction come upon them, and travail upon a woman with a child, they should not escape. But brother are not in darkness, that they shall overtake you as a thief. You are the children of the light, and the children of the day. You are not of the night of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Man, that's the thing we gotta do. Cause man, you can't trust these devils, man. Let me read it again. Verse 3. For when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction come upon them, and the travel upon a woman with a child, and they should not escape. Verse 5. For are the children of light, of the children of the day. We are not of night, of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Right.
Time, the tide will not recede overnight, but we will marshal all of the strength and focus and determination that we can possibly do. This is a critical effort. We will continue to call on state and local leaders to do their job and protect Chicago. Will be done as part of Operation Legend, which was recently launched in Kansas City, Missouri, and very successfully, I might add. It is named after Legend Taliaferro, a 4-year-old boy who's shot, think of this, who was shot and killed last month while he lay asleep in his home. Legend's mother grieves our hearts and pains and souls, and we thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We are profoundly grateful to be joined by Sharon. Would you please stand, Sharon? Sharon, please. And also Legend's father, Raphael, and his grandparents, Alfred and Pauline. Yes? You look so great, so great. Thank you very much. I appreciate your nice statements before, too. Thank you very much. Thank you. Legend is looking down. He's very proud of you right now, I tell you. Thank you very much. To Legend's family, we cannot even begin to imagine your anguish and your sorrow, but we solemnly promise to honor Legend, and we will be fighting every day to save the lives of America's children. Under Operation Legend, we will also soon send federal law enforcement to other cities that need help. Other cities need help. They need it badly. They should call. They should want it. They're too proud or they're too political to do that. One of them is Albuquerque, New Mexico, where last fall, 55-year-old Jackie Vigil was murdered as she was getting into her car to go to the gym. We're joined today by her husband, Sam, and her sons, Raul and Kevin, both New Mexico State police officers. Would you please stand? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Great-looking family. Thank you very much. To Sam, Raul, and Kevin, we're moved beyond words by your presence.
Stop marinating your man meat in unholy ingredients that are harmful to your well-being, body, and sperm. Men.
Great-looking family. Thank you very much. To Sam, Raul, and Kevin, we're moved beyond words by your presence here today. We thank you very much for being here. It's a great honor to meet you. This afternoon, I'm also announcing that the Department of Justice will provide more than $61 million in grants to hire hundreds of new police officers in cities that are the focus of Operation Legend. We will never defund the police. We will hire more great police. We want to make law enforcement stronger, not weaker. What cities are doing is absolute insanity. Many of the same politicians who want to slash resources for law enforcement have also declared that their cities are sanctuaries for criminal illegal aliens. In other words, after arresting illegal aliens for crimes, the police are ordered to release those criminals back onto the streets to continue their crime. Last year, Chicago politicians forced the release of illegal aliens charged with crimes such as assault, armed robbery, strangulation, and attempted murder. My administration will be working to remove dangerous offenders sprung loose by these deadly policies and, frankly, by these deadly politicians. America must be a sanctuary for law-abiding citizens, not criminal aliens. My vision for America's cities could not be more different from the lawlessness being pushed by the extreme radical left. While others want to defund, defame, and abolish the police, I want to support and honor our great police. While the radicals want to abolish charter schools and eliminate school choice, I want to expand school choice, and every family in America should have that option. While others want to destroy opportunity, shut down businesses, and send our jobs overseas, we are hiring Americans and we are buying American product. We want to build factories in Baltimore, not Beijing. We want to make our products in Chicago, not Shanghai. We want the American dream for American children, and I will fight to deliver that dream every ounce.
Yep. Waste time, take little bird and set up snares, man. This ain't nothing but the devil. But excuse me, I'm gonna let that go. But all praise to Yahweh, by Shem Abishai, double honor to the apostles and the brother, speaking truth around the world. Shalom.